Welcome to this third of my Let's Play Oblivion. As you can see, I'm not starting the usual place. but I've created a new character. I had some problem with my last character, so I haven't played for a month. So I'm really eager to get into it again now. But I'm actually at the border of Morrowind right now. Here. And that's because I'm playing at Dunmer. He is Bereldyn Gorur. And here in this first chapter I'm just gonna spend some time talking about him. Because it's important to know the background of this new character. I always look forward to that the most when I'm listening to other people's Let's Play Oblivion. I want to hear all the roleplay details they have come up with. But I usually don't play Dark Elves, so this is going to be interesting. Well, maybe I should just go through this. The Mage, yeah, constantly restores Magicka by 3. He is a Mage type character. As you can see, very high intelligence, very high willpower. I started him out at 25 when I used this this method of creating characters, which I use just to sort of create some strengths and weaknesses, so each character becomes more unique. Because I kind of feel that when I start from level 1, it doesn't really. They usually start up way too similar. So I like to just add some levels and then, well, add some abilities and such, and then I sort of create my character with this concept I have in mind, with strengths and weaknesses. So he's an enchanter, but that's really as much to do with what his interests are, because he likes to enchant magical items and collect magical items. And yeah, his class is more of a spell sword or war mage, that type, where he uses weapon and he uses close quarter melee combat, and he doesn't have any ranged attacks, and he uses armor, so heavy armor at that. Right now he's not well equipped, but that's how he uses. That's how he fights. So you can see here, armor, athletics, blade, block. These are all his, and heavy armor. So most of his skills is about fighting, actually, and then only conjuration and mysticism that he has for magic. But he's really good at those. 75 and 80. Mysticism is his favorite, and blade, block. Yeah, he went to in Morrowind. He comes from Vivec, and in Morrowind, in his younger years, he trained with this famous Dunmer mage of some renown in this tiny school. It wasn't a mage's guild; it was just like a private teacher, and he learned a bit of alchemy. He learned a bit of illusion. So he has a bit higher than normal in those, but it's not really his area of interest. So he's not really going to use that much. His passions. He has two passions, two things he really cares about. First is enchanting, everything to do with magical items. He wants to find them. He wants to study them. He wants to enchant new ones and find out the process about it, everything about it. He wants to know more about it. And the second passion he has is everything to do with the Daedric. So Daedric, the Daedric creatures, the Daedric Daedric items and the planes where the Daedric live. Now he has learned a summon. He can summon a Daedric. Summon Dremora warrior. And well, has really got really far in communicating with this Dremora. I don't really say much to him. But he's interested in studying them. But they're good in combat. He's learned that much. But if you can get the best for him would be to find a Daedric artifact, because there you have both the magical and the Daedric in once. So he wants to find that. Later on, he will be visiting the plains of Oblivion. He has learned this spell. That's a very long story. Maybe we'll get into that later. But he has learned this from a powerful mage, and he hasn't told a lot of people about this because this is potentially dangerous type of experimentation. Because what if the Daedra can come back through this portal he has he has learned to cast? But that's for later. First he has to prepare, and he is not prepared at all. I have very, very little equipment right now, and I need a lot of health potion and a lot of stuff before I get anywhere near a Oblivion plane. I'm not going to do the main quest though, so this is the only way I can get to the Oblivion planes. Well, yeah, he was later on. He studied in Morrowind over here. Well, it's here. He studied in the Mage's Guild, and he heard that he couldn't spend much time with enchanting and such. He studied a bit, but not that much because it's quite expensive. But he's heard that in the Imperial City there's this arcane university, which also has this who also allows you to enchant magical items, and it should be free. So he is well, not completely free, but it should be a lot cheaper than it is in Morrowind. So he has heard. So he's going to investigate that, see if there's any truth to that. So that's part of the reason why he's here. He wants to study a bit at the Arcane University, see what they have of his interest, and he has inherited a house, and it's here in Cheydinhal. And other people from his family who potentially could have it, they didn't really want to have it because they had their business in Morrowind, and they don't really want to spend any time with. They really don't want to live there. So Bereldyn was the one who inherited this house. So he has to find that, and he has the key for it, and it's in Cheydinhal. So he's going to have a look at that. But that's his two main reasons for coming to Cyrodiil. So he doesn't really know that much about Cyrodiil, but he's from a fairly wealthy family, and so he's studied a bit and he knows a bit. Yeah, he has a guide to the Imperial City. I'm using a starter mod which gave me this one. The arena. I will not tell you about this place, for you have no need to visit it. Only idle or foolish persons come here to throw their money away on games of chance, or to spill their own blood when they would better devote themselves to exterminating the armies of robbers and beggars that swarm in the street. This is a great read. It's clearly a person of some attitude. Well, what else is there? Yeah, there's probably more, but maybe I should just get going. What time is it? 9 AM, still in the morning. So Bereldyn has been traveling for a couple of days now, so he's kind of tired. He's drunk all his good wine. He's down to 3 bottles of cheap wine. He usually doesn't drink cheap wine, but it'll have to do. He's a bit, some might call him a bit standoffish, a bit snobbish, but that's really not the full story about him. Bereldyn, he if he needs to do something, he doesn't care if he's getting help from, you know, the poorest person or someone with little renown or something like that. But if he goes to the tavern, he will order the best food. So he's like, there are like certain things where he likes some class, you might say, but he's not really. He doesn't have a very high personality, but so most people dislike him, but it's a bit of a misunderstanding. He's not really that bad. He's more of a neutral. He wouldn't. He's not against breaking the law, but it's just that it's very unlikely he will do it because he just has no need for it, and he doesn't. It just gives for him. It's more like it will give him problems. So if you do it, so he doesn't do it. But he's not morally sort of too worried about it. Now we're getting some. We can get up here. We're getting a better view. Wait, something down there. I should probably just head straight. Oh, this is a good view. There's a ruin there. And a ruin here. I'll just head down here. Yeah, I should head down to Cheydinhal probably as soon as possible. Oh, is that Cheydinhal? Am I looking straight at Cheydinhal? I guess. Mountain goats. Oh, I thought it was something else. Yeah, well, by the way, the reason I wanted to start out at 25 is because I usually don't play at that high level, and so I don't really see the high level creatures. And there's a lot of high level creatures from the mods that I'm using that I almost never see. So I really want to experience them. And I want to do a lot of dungeon delving because I really missed that from my last character. It's sort of I had like a huge problem with my mods conflicting and caused the game to crash to the point where I just couldn't play my last character, my last thief character. That's why I had to just abandon that character prematurely. Come on. You hit the stone. Let me get you. Too short. Haha, 2 hits. There's one more. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over all my spells. Imp call. I don't think I'm going to do much alchemy, as I said earlier. But I do have one alchemy spell. Midas Good Berries. Yeah, I'm using the Midas spell mod, so I have a few Midas spells. Let me just show you this one. Very cool little spell. Oh, it didn't work. Now it worked. Oh yeah, that's right. I think it's from 0 to 10 berries. Good berries. See? These are healing berries. Yeah. So I can't cast healing spells. So I think I will mainly use alchemy to make these very weak healing potions, and then I can just use them in between fights to heal up. Because now I'm a bit damaged and a bit hurt, but I don't have a healing spell, so I can't really heal up between combat. Oh, that's right, I have this one. I have Absorb. This is something I really wanted to try as well. This is one of the reasons I chose Mysticism. Absorb might strength and absorb health. This is really cool. Midas Summon Skull. It's a really cool skull. Scamp, Dismiss Undead. I have this one, Noxious Fumes. Oh, it's very expensive to cast. Look at that. Just this poisonous fume that follows me around. And if someone gets near it, they can get knocked out. They can just fall over. Oh yeah, that's right. I have this. I'll go over these last. Midas Dark Nibbler. Yeah, this is a very strange spell. That sort of makes the area dark, and I think it's supposed to. Well, it makes archers very unlikely to hit you. And there's this Midas stasis field that sort of stops time. Very powerful spell. In a small area, everything within that area's time is stopped. And then I have these two absorb that I'm keen on trying to use. I should find something to drain so I can heal up. But there's a quest. I'm using this mod which gives me special abilities. Class specialization. I've chosen to be a diviner, and I've learned Mind's Eye Toggle. Casting it allows my mind to wander the world space separate from my body. In this state I cannot interact with objects or cast spells aside from the return spell. Either of me suffering damage will also end the effect. So check this out. Where is it? Mind's Eye. Wait. Oh, there it is. Here I am. So I'm there and I'm here. But now I'm this ghostly thing and I can't interact. I can't see. Oh, I think you can hear I'm clicking space. Can't interact. But I'm this ghostly thing, so I can go around and explore things, and yeah, I'm sure it has some some cool uses. Well, so now I'm back in my body, but I pass out every time I get back. I think some time just passed because it's snowing now. But yeah, and then I have Blink. I haven't used this one, but this is. It makes me blink out and in and out of existence, and it's supposed to be used in combat, I think. Anti-magic, casting it layers on air around me. Casting spells is impossible. Yeah, so I can cast this anti-magic aura, and it will drain my magicka, but other people around me. Wow, it drains so quickly. Other people around me will not be able to cast magic. Silence. Well, it's a bit strange one. And then I have... oh, that's that it? I learned to lose my spirit. Ethereal Gate. Oh yeah, I can move through doors if I cast this spell. I haven't been able to use that. Blink spell causes me to flicker in and out of corporeal form at random. Yet retain enough control of this to make sure I'm always solid when casting spells or attacking though. So I think it's a combat spell, this blink spell. Because I'm not blinking in and out of existence right now. I think I'm supposed to use it in combat, and then maybe sometimes I will avoid getting hit because I'm sometimes in like half ghost form or something like that. But yeah, I haven't really tried it in combat yet. Okay, I just lost sight of everything. Well, I need this one. I need a creature to drain. It's kind of a horrible spell when you think about it. Just draining their life and taking it onto yourself. Maybe I should do it on something not so lethal. But yeah, since I haven't played for a long time, for like a month, I'm really eager to do some dungeon delving, because that was the problem with my last character. He was a thief, and I usually don't play thieves, and he was way too weak to do anything combat related. It was like he was supposed to just stay in the cities, and I was excited to try that because that was something new for me. Having played Oblivion now on the 11th year of playing Oblivion, I still haven't really played characters like that before, like a thief character who only stays in the city. I never tried that before. But yeah, the problem is I learned that you can't go dungeon delving. I really miss that. I really love that. Oh, that looked like some ox. I think it's just a big rock. Am I on the right way? I should be. What's this? Let me see. Milk thistle. A light? Ah, light. Well, I have a light spell, so it might not be that important. 45 acrobatics, damage magic. Nah. Not gonna use that. Just gonna sell it. By the way, how much gold do I have? 1440. And I have a bit of health restoration, restore health, cure disease, just a little bit starting equipment here. Bereldyn got over the mountains and into Cyrodiil without any major problems. You only had to fight one Minotaur. That was, luckily, it was alone. Oh, by the way, remember, save. I'm not using my autosave mod anymore, so I have to save manually. Don't want to crash. But I've tested this. It's the game is stable again. I tested it a lot to make sure it's not changed some mods and everything. Oh, there's something down there. It's like a shrine or one of these. Yeah, I just guess I'm going this way. This is quite steep. I should be doing like this. This is safer. Oh, what's that? Is that a... looks like a bear cub. No, it's a boar. There's something else there. Oh, I see. I think Cheydinhal is right there. What's that? It's a walk. Ha, I'm healing. That's how you heal. What's my effectiveness? 95. That's just from using this. This is the only piece of armor I'm using. Heavy armor 60. Ah! Warg skin. What is a warg? It's a very small, fluffy little thing. Oh, look at these grasses. It's like, whoa, more. Yeah, it's working. Almost full health now. It's going a bit slow though. The healing is quite... Well, it's a nice little trick, but it's healing very, very slow. Of course, I'm level 25, so I have a lot of health. At 200, yeah. 261, so obviously it's... The healing, it doesn't feel like a whole lot. What's this? What's this? Is it a ruin? It's an old fort ruin, I think. Ooh, I like these grasses. Updated my grass mod. These must be new grasses. Oblivion grass overhaul. This is the one. I like it. What do we have here? Is it too risky to to go into dungeons? Maybe, maybe not. Is there anything over here? Let me see if I can sneak over here. See if there's anything here. Nope. There's nothing here. You found Fort Farragut. What type of fort is this? Is this one of these full of undead? What is this? Or marauders. A lot of different things that can be in forts after the Imperial Legions left them. Let me have a look. Better save here. What time is it? It's 5:20 PM. Yeah, I shouldn't. Wow, it's pretty dark in here. I'm not sure I'm equipped enough to take this on. It's undead. I see a skeleton. I'm going in. I'm too eager to. What is that? That's not a normal skeleton. Wow! What's it? What's that weapon? Is it elven something? Wait, I gotta have my Dremor warrior. Alright, get it. Dark Guardian! By the way, I think I can summon 2 at a time. Yes, get it. Yeah. Yes! What? Hey! Something casting spells at me. What's an archer? Green. Well, go on. Send off 2. Wow, they can cast shock spells. Wow, this feels completely overpowered. Wow, they can really. They can take a lot of punishment. These Dark Guardians. Elven golden battle staff. And has a sword. Wow, it's heavy. But it's worth a lot. Can't even carry it. Wow. Well, I'm carrying stuff that I don't really need. This is a bit risky. This is a bit of a problem when you can't heal. Wow. Let me cast Eyes of Eventide. That's better. I'm not so easy to detect. Glass bow. Wow, that's worth a lot. Glass arrows. Yeah, I'm not really wow, that's so many different arrows. Glass, amber. Not gonna bother with that. Oh, 15 seconds. This one, 120 seconds. Yeah, I'm using my light spell. Although I can be detected very easily, but hard lock. Oh yeah, I'm not having. Unlike my last character, I don't really have any ways of opening locks. I have to bash them open because my security 5. Alright, well, let's see. I have these scrolls. Let me heal up using one of my scrolls. 9 left. Yeah, this is healing up here. This is pretty good for in between combats. This is perfect. Fully health now. And I should hotkey some of these things. This one light. Yeah. Oh, it's a chest. Ooh, extremely useful. That's gonna. It might make the difference of getting through a dungeon. Ha! I said I was just going to spend this first chapter talking about my character, but now I'm already in a dungeon. I couldn't wait. Bronze amulet. Let me just slide down here. What's a Dark Guardian, anyway? Whoops, I see a trap. Oh! Ah, I thought I was past it. An old statue with a missing head. Oops, there's another trap. Where is the trap? Where's the thing coming from? Gold sapphire ring, some arrows. Don't care about these arrows. I feel happy already. Being in a dungeon. What? What? No light. Whoa, let me get behind this wall. Alright, 2 of you. Get it. Get the Dark Guardian. I'm right behind you. Oh, there's a hole in there. There's a hole in here. Well, looks like a trap. Oh, it's one of these. Yeah, if you fall down there, you're dead. Glass bow. Wow, they're so expensive. Definitely taking those. Is that the... It's such a long time since I've seen these glass bows. Is this really the default glass bow? I'm using so many mods that I'm in doubt if this is the real... I guess it is. Yeah, doing no damage with these. Well, I have very bad acrobatic skill. I will not... I don't think I can jump over there. I'm almost certain I will die if I try. What is this going to trigger? Oh, is it triggering? Oh, there. I think it's triggering here. Yeah. Trigger those rocks. This is a dangerous place to be. Huh. Come on here. Wow. Wow. Wow, it's fast. Wow, my Tremor has a magical weapon. Mithril golden shield. Elven golden dual dagger. Oh, these are very expensive stuff. Whoa. Need to heal up. No, didn't get it. This is spooky. And the sound, there's this... It's like there's something going on. Oh. Oh, I have my... Oh. Need to take that off. Sneaker. Don't want that on. No lockpicks. So I have to bash it open. Yeah, that's a problem. You're supposed to bash it open with blunt weapons. It's best to use two-handed blunt weapons. That's the best. I only have my steel claymore. 5 repair hammers. Oh, it's the... Oh, it's the way... The one... Okay, there's no point in smashing this one open. Leads me back to where I was. Right. So that means the only place to proceed now in this dungeon is... where I have to jump over that hole. I don't think I can do it. Just... This is how far I can jump. I'm gonna bump into the... That's not very likely. Does not look like I can make the jump. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm getting back to town. But it was a good little adventure. Whoa! Oh, gave me a shock. Alright, I should head back. What time is it? 11. It's a bit late. it will be completely dark. But I'm very close to the Cheydinhal. Better close this one again. These undeads don't escape. Oh, it is pouring it down. All right. Well, that's okay. I will get wet, but I'm almost at the city gates. Lavender. What does that give me? I don't remember. Ah, restore fatigue. That could be very useful for combat. Restore fatigue potions. Very useful for combat. So you don't get exhausted and deal no damage. Ah, here we are. I think I'm gonna save. Always remember to save. It takes a while to save, to sort of load, but it's okay. Ah, the rain stopped. Perfect. Oh yeah, there's a lake here. I'm using one of the unique landscapes, which... Oh, a dead Fimp. Which adds a huge lake here. Look at that. Columbine. Huh. Wait, what's that? Oh, there was a light right there. Oh. Alright, here we are. At Cheydinhal. Bereldyn has never been here. This is the first time he's been to in Cyrodiil. So he's interested to see the architecture and so on. Maybe I should stop here. Maybe this is probably a good place to stop. Haven't timed it as usual. But I'm at the gates of Cheydinhal, East Gate. So that took me quite a while to get from over here to down there. So next time I'm going to investigate this new house that I've inherited by my family. An alchemist tower. An alchemist who some fairly unknown person in the family used to live in, and since he died, one of the family member will have to get it. So I'm going to have to check that out in the next chapter. But for now, thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.